So a friend of mine asked me a while ago, what does financial freedom mean to you? And I paused for a while. Should I say I was shocked? Or I couldn't believe I couldn't define it. I couldn't be specific about what financial freedom meant to me at that point. And I think that was a turning point for me. I've always been going and going, pursuing the goal without even understanding what goal am I even pursuing and how should I pursue it that to give me that financial freedom. So that made me very, very cautious of financial freedom. I had to get clarity on exactly what financial freedom meant to me. So that's when people come to me and say, baby, what's the best way for you to strive in real estate? And I tell them it just depends on what financial freedom means to you. What does it mean to you does not mean for me. What does financial freedom mean to you? They said when they are retiring, they want to have $1 million. That is financial freedom for them. So financial freedom is very, very unique and specific, and it's an individual goal. It's not a collective point of view. What is applicable to you might not be applicable for me. So I was able to set clear goal of what exactly financial freedom meant for me. What exactly did I do? I had to define my goals. I had to define what the end goal would be and how do I get there? What money will I have to say I'm financially free? What lifestyle do I want to say I'm financially free? Because financially freedom has to do with me having control of my time. That is, nobody will control my time for me. I can decide to sleep on my bed and money keeps coming without even me blinking an eye. I can do things at my own leisure time, at my own will. I can decide to take a vacation tomorrow and nothing happened. That is what financial freedom means to me. So I had to define it. I stated everything clear. And the next thing I decided to do was I needed to create a budget and saving. So I drew up a plan. What exactly do I need to run my expenses monthly? Then I translated it to quarterly, then by annually, then yearly, then my 5-year goal. I decided to spread it all out. And when exactly do I want to retire? When exactly do I want to say, I'm done with this? I decide to work if I want to. So I had to start setting budgets and savings that will help me get to that goal. Am I there yet? No, because financial freedom is a long-term goal. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So I had to quickly define that. I created my budget and savings. And the next thing I did was to think of ways to manage my debt. So first of all, I itemized all my debt. Which ones were the relevant ones? Which ones were the ones that would take me to my next? Because not all debts are bad. Credit card debt, debts that people just take to buy shoes, bags, and all that. Those things are rather not as important as debt for buying a property or an asset. So I had to categorize my debt into 2 categories. The very important one that will propel me to my goal or to my financial freedom train, and the other one that will draw me back. So I itemized it, and what I did was to cut down on the ones that will not propel me for where I'm going to. I cut down my credit card expenses on those things and started focusing more on those things that after a while I can pull out funds from it or will make me financially free. That was one of the things I did. And the next thing was for me to start investing intentionally. Before I was investing, but I was just doing it maybe to just keep going. There was no clarity around it. So now I decided, okay, this is how I want to invest. This is a portfolio I want to invest. Before now, you could call me, baby, Bitcoin is doing this. Do you want to invest? I'll say yes. But right now, since I know what financial freedom means to me, I know exactly where I want to invest, what portfolio I want to invest. I started off my life insurance. I started a retirement account. I started investing in multifamily as a limited partner and also as an active partner. I started saving for the raining days. All these things were just very intentional way of becoming financially free. One of the main things I started investing in is multifamily. There are different types of investments, which we all know. Some people invest in Bitcoin. Some people invest in oil and gas. Some people invest in multifamily. Some people invest in general real estate. Some people invest in stock. But I decided, because of where I was going to, that multifamily will bring me to that financial freedom. So, like I said from the beginning, you need to define what financial freedom means to you. If you're able to define it, you'll be able to get or decide on the right channel on how you want to achieve it. So for some people, I have a friend that said 1 million when she retires will be okay for her. Another one said 5 million when they retire should be okay for them. That means someone like them can pick up things like fix and flip, which under real estate, or single family kind of rent, and achieve all that. You can do that and do it slow and steady, buy one house at a time and do that. But because I knew where I want to go, I said that will not propel me, or that will not expedite my process in becoming financially free at so time. So I decided that multifamily is what will bring me to that. That was how I was able to define that multifamily is my vehicle to get into financial freedom. So I didn't just stop at just investing in multifamily. I decided to diversify. So you can decide to diversify. That means investing in multifamily and also maybe doing Bitcoin fine if you understand it. I do not understand it, so I've stopped investing in it. And you can also decide you want to do oil and gas. I have a friend that is doing multifamily and she's also investing in oil and gas. Another one in stock and also investing in multifamily. And for multifamily, you can also decide to diversify your portfolio because economy can change at any time. So if something happens to the class A property are those properties that were built in 2000 and has a lot of good amenities. You can decide to invest in B class properties, are those in the 90s and all that. Like I said, it always boils down to what does financial freedom mean to you. But to be safe and secured, diversifying your portfolio is a very important way for you to get to financial freedom. You don't want to put all your money in one basket or one investment and maybe halfway through your life, everything just folds up or it just crashes. You don't want to do that. You want to have money in different aspects of investment so that when something happens to one, you know you have the other one. But for me, multifamily has been my major motto, and insurance and other savings are my secondary vehicle to get into my financial freedom. I also decided to start learning more about financial literacy because the more I knew about finance, the more I will know how to take care of it, the more I'm aware of the opportunities and the risk involved in it if I don't do things I'm supposed to do. So I started listening more to the economy. I started listening more financial news, getting articles, getting myself educated about money, where money can be channeled into and all that. That also propelled me, or that helped me to make my investment decisions and also enlightened me on opportunities I can take now. Not when I'm old, I can do them right now and be sure that I'll become financially free in a few years' time. So you need to get educated, get financial literacy. These are things they don't teach in school, but you must be conscious about your financial freedom. If you want to get, you must be conscious about it by intentionally getting that education. You can get it from anywhere, from YouTube, from news, from anywhere, articles, listen to the feds, listen to different things. You can get those education from there. Another very important thing I started to do. The good thing is I'm not extravagant, but I just needed to tone down a little on some things. That is living below my means. It doesn't mean that you can't afford those things. You can actually afford them, but since there's a goal in front of you, you might decide to let go of those things because once you attain your financial freedom, that freedom will help you get those things that you lost. And at that point, if you had gotten them now, it would have been dated at the time in your future. I'm not extravagant, but at the same time, I needed to tone down on some things, needed to push some things forward, even had to make my kids understand that we don't need this thing right now, we need it for the future. But that did not make me compromise on the very essential things that are very important, like food, clothing, and shelter. Those things I would not compromise on it. So what were decisions I was making? I have vehicles that can take me from point A to point B. Was it necessary for me to update or to get different type? No, I decided no, for now I'm going to keep using my old car or keep using the car that I have. At some point I'll change it in the future, but is it a necessity right now? No. So those are similar decisions you can take. These things are wants and they are not needs. You can classify them into those buckets and decide exactly how you can tone down on your expenses. And the last thing I started doing was I've always known this as financial freedom is not a sprint. Like I said earlier on, it's a marathon. It's not a short-term goal. It's a long-term goal. If you do not understand what multifamily investing is, if you think it's a rich quick get scheme, then you are up for a surprise. A multifamily has taught me that you just need to buy now and wait. It's a long-term goal if you want to get financial freedom with multifamily. So multifamily is the vehicle I've decided to go with, and I understand and I'm very clear that it's not a short-term goal, but a goal that will get me to my destination within the stipulated time. So what are you investing in?